Good morning. How are you? I should say, who are you? Have we met?
Not sure. Yuhan.
Oh, okay. Paul.
Hi.
Good to see you. Hi.
Jamie.
We met?
We met.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
good. And you're,
Vishwa. We just spoke
yeah, nice to see you. I'll get you that form you need here for transferring over, but I had a couple questions, so I get you the right one. One of them, yeah. We'll talk more about that here in a second, yeah.
Oh, really?
Eric, how's it going?
Good.
See ya. Do you want a hand sit at your desk? You'll be able to put one. I just wanted to check.
Yep.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great. Yeah, I got all signed up with the guy that you recommend. Well, one of the
Oh,
guys
good.
you recommended.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's really good.
Yeah.
You got some good recommendations, so
Yeah.
you have to let me know how it goes.
Launched. I got 2 leads so far, and that was just yesterday. So
Oh, nice.
we're doing a whole strategy of going with condos downtown. So I've got like 6 towers that I'm going after.
Oh, wow.
So he said that that's a really good thing to do because it's very few people that do that.
Yeah, so it's very niche, so that's good.
The cost is really low. So if you get somebody like that, then you know that they know what they're doing.
You know what they're searching for. They knew what they wanted. So.
That and then neighborhoods too. I got a bunch of neighborhoods.
Good.
So you're not a new agent. What are you doing in here?
No, but we introduce ourselves. So
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get to teach part of it.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Becca. I'm Adrian. Nice to meet you. Oh, you're Becca. Yeah, you're on it. I love that. It's a lot better than my last company. I mean, they were okay. But like,
Adrian?
hello. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, I try.
There's cookies out here. If anyone's cookies, someone's coming to the back door.
on file?
I know. Isn't that exciting? Figuring it out.
Hi, I'm Joe. Joe. What's your last name? Sparks. You are. Yeah, I see you all the time. Hi, Joe. I do file review. That's nice to meet you. I'm Becca. Becca Lyon.
I know your name. Okay, I know exactly who you are.
This is terrible.
I think everybody should be about in here. I don't need to be quiet on mine.
Good. I'll be here all day, so. Yeah, she's coming back. Melissa is.
Okay, yeah, those front seats are bringing my neck back.
Are they? Oh.
She's not in here right now. She might be in the theater helping. Patricia's looking pretty.
This morning I'm here. Ryan. Yeah.
Grab a seat if you want. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
So I'm going to start off by handing out the sign-in sheet so that way I can keep track of who has come to the orientation.
Who's been here less than a week? Raise your hand. 1, 2 people. Who's been here 2 weeks? 3 weeks? About 3? Okay. Anyone here less than a month? Who's less than a month? Everybody raise your hand. About half of you. Okay. Good. What's that?
What's the date today?
The
30th.
Okay. I've been here a month.
Okay, sorry for my. Okay. That's the
So we
wrong
have the
date.
wrong date.
Watch this.
There you go.
Yeah,
fix it.
Universal
There you
now.
go.
Well, good morning. Thank you for being here. Just right out of the gate, this is a centered around just a quick introduction to More Realty and the company and the tools. The granular details we won't get into necessarily here. Quick introduction to the people, the tools, and resources are available. And to make you aware, after kind of at the end, Denise and Heather will go over 2 of the tools you'll see here. One's called SkySlope. Anyone here never heard of SkySlope before? Okay. That's the paperless transaction management platform where all the paperwork is turned into. So it's probably the one, that and Basecamp was what you interact with the most. So they're going to spend time on that at the end for those who want to stay for that. Okay? Cord's doing it again. We got a cord doing something like this back there. So again, thank you for being here. There's some people who have been here for a while, but most of you have been here less than a month. And we do this class about once a month, just a quick orientation. And just as you know, we are a full-service real estate company. You don't lack for anything here. Matter of fact, you get more here than you do at a lot of other companies. Would you agree with that, those that are here?
Yes, I do.
You would. So it's Denise and I founded the company 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, January of 2015, and we started with 1 agent, 1 TC, 2 owners, all chiefs, no Indians, so to speak. That's probably not the politically correct thing to say.
Yeah, I'm offended.
Yeah, you're not Indian. All leaders, no followers. I guess. Maybe that's, anyway, so I didn't even think of that, but she's Indian, so Native American. So I didn't mean to offend anyone by saying that, but that's the old saying from days gone by that all you have is leaders, no one to follow. The leaders, that's the way that's all it was. So. And so where we are now, we're over 300. Number 300 actually here.
No, she's not.
She's not here. She's okay. And we're about 310 now.
306, 307.
307, and we were 300 a week and a half ago. So you can see the momentum's just with us. So we're in Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii, in all 3 states. And just to make you aware, More is a registered trademark. So whenever you reference the company name, it should always be capitalized. Your email signature or all your marketing always be capitalized. and unless it looks like just a period, should have the trademark symbol next to it, just to make you aware. It's a registered trademark we've paid for 4 years ago. So no one can use the word more in their company name, and if you careful how they market it in real estate. Pretty cool, I think, to be able to get that. Just make you aware, kind of high-level intro of the team, and not everybody's in here right now, but you'll see them here as the meeting progresses. Denise Jameson, as we talked about, and me, founder and owner, she oversees the TC department and other things. And then myself, who I just do whatever I can. Nikki Keller, who's not in here right now, she oversees a lot of operations and accounting, and all the commission checks are sort of under her direction. So the right person to get to know, right?
Yes.
Derek Warren here, who's a recruiter, a lot of you talked to already. He joined. Matter of fact, he does all the recruiting now. We used to do it all, interview everybody, but we haven't for a year now.
And do the checks.
And do the checks, and the file review, and. So we don't do that anymore. Heather Bonney, transaction coordinator is also. She works with Denise in the transaction part. Probably does the bulk of the TC work, I would say now, and does a great job. Eric Young, right here, gray shirt. He's the Washington manager for anyone who's dual licensed or licensed in Washington. He's your manager. Hi, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
Who are you?
Spencer McGee.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, Spencer McGee. So how long you been? When did you join?
I joined the Washington side last week.
Last week, so you're probably you're the newest hire. You were yesterday. Okay. This is your manager, Eric. We were just but Eric also does a lot of corporate work and oversees leads program, does a lot of technology, a lot of things that we're not even aware of Eric does. But it's a tremendous resource for many, many things. Melissa Hill, who's standing up right there, one of the Oregon reviewing brokers and managing brokers. So you'll hear from her time to time, or be able to interact with her. As I'm one of them as well, managing broker. Eric is, and Melissa, and Becca Lyons down at the end there. She does most of the file review. And the feedback I get is she is Johnny on the spot. You put it in, you're not waiting 4 or 5 days to get it reviewed. You're getting reviewed immediately. So, by the way, I've never said this. Thank you. That's great. I mean, when we were overloaded, sometimes it would take a week or two, sometimes to get to everything. Not anymore. I mean, it's done right away. So thank you, Becca. And when Becca's full and overloaded on that, we jump in and help file review as well. But she does most of the file review. Also not on here is, and if you need to go.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice seeing everybody, or talk to them.
And Heather, you too. If you need to get back to work, she'll be back later to go over a couple things. So thank you, Heather. And Nikki she'll be in a few minutes. Morning. Here for the orientation?
Yes.
Phil Shamlin?
Yes.
Hi, Phil. How you doing? Paul.
Nice.
Should we start over? So here's the team.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You're fine. Just have to give you a hard time now. That's the disincentive to be late, right? There was one gal named Joan. She'd always come in 10 minutes late, and every time she did, in every one of her meetings, they'd say, "Joan's here!" And so she's never late now. Yeah, she's that's pretty funny. But that's the list of the people, Phil.
Hi.
Are you licensed in Washington as well?
No.
Okay. Continuing on, this is just a summary of some of the tools we provide. And again, don't try to memorize this. Don't take pictures of it. Some of you will never use this stuff, and we understand, but there's a few things you really need to interact with and be familiar with. Some of them are provided just as for your benefit if you want to use them. But because we hear out there, one of the things you hear out there, because we're such a good value for the money, we hear out there a lot that you don't get anything at More Realty. Well, that's not true. You don't get tools, you don't get support. I like to think you got a training room, in addition to all these tools. So we just wanted to go over the list of some of the tools that we have. Top one of the list is SkySlope. SkySlope is our transaction management platform. That's where all the paperwork is submitted for review. And again, we will come back to that at the end, and you will spend as much time as you need for anyone who needs to be acclimated to that. Okay? But if you do a deal, that's where everything goes. SkySlope. There's also in SkySlope is DigiSign. Who uses DocuSign? And anyone here use DigiSign out of SkySlope? So DigiSign and DocuSign are the same product, basically. DocuSign is a standalone third party for a couple $100 a year. Something like, I don't know what you pay anymore. It's like $200, $240 a year, something like that. DigiSign is built into SkySlope, and you can connect things right to a transaction, and we charge $60 per year for it, so $5 a month is what it works out to be. You can keep DigiSign, it doesn't matter, it's just available to you, just to make you aware. Broker Sumo is where all of your agent charges and commissions and everything are recorded.
Here, you want me to get her?
You would just peek and see she's there, make sure she's way high. Yeah, do you mind going to take a quick look?
Sure.
Just want to bring Nikki in really quick. Broker Sumo is a single platform. It's going to change the name for Broker Sumo to something else. They just got bought by Conversion a while ago. So, but it's our online accounting tool. You can log into your Broker Sumo account. Each of one of you should have received an email telling you about Broker Sumo. We're logging in, and you can see all of your charges, all your commissions, all your commission checks, and what you've been paid, and everything. So it's all there, and we pay everybody all operations out of Broker Sumo. I'd say 85% of our agents receive their check via direct deposit. No charge for that. And we have a few that get handwritten checks, and there's a $10 fee to handwrite it and mail it to you. But that's where you can go to look at that. Basecamp. I'm going to go over that in a couple minutes. Basecamp. How many people are getting emails from Basecamp ordering? What the heck? How do I turn these on? Right. I'll show you in a little bit how to manage that. Okay. But Basecamp is the kind of the intra-office communication tool, where logos are stored, where certain documents are stored, clauses are there. It's almost like a Facebook community. Oh, we'll pause on that. This is Nikki Keller, as we were telling you about. So I just given a 10-second overview of Broker Sumo. So whatever you want to say.
So Broker Sumo has everything to do with your money. So especially at tax time when you need to go in and print reports for your tax professional. I did make a cheat sheet for you so you don't have to remember all this. But you can go in and run 3 different reports. One is for anything we charge your credit card for, so whether that's signage or branding material. There's a report called additional closing fees that you can run. That would be for anything that the TC department takes out of a commission check if you're using them. And then it's also where you can go to see all your commissions paid year to date. So I will leave you with handouts. It just kind of tell you how to maneuver to the reports. Oh, and it's also where you're going to go to set up direct deposit if you choose to be paid that way. It's all done in Broker Sumo.
Most direct deposits take anywhere from 36 to 48 hours to make it, business hours, to make it into your account, business days, because it's through the wire service. And a lot of it might depend on your bank, if they hold funds and things like that. But it gets it down immediately from ours to the bank. Thank you, Nikki. So back to Basecamp. It's an important, that's where our calendar is for all of our classes. We try to communicate through that. We tried Google Groups, we tried Facebook Group, we tried many things. We can never get the level of engagement we got out of Basecamp. So it's just a simple program for intra-agency communication, and you can use it for your own purposes too. You can create projects and things for yourself as well. So again, one of the tools we give you. And if you're, is that my phone?
No.
I think it is because I get the sensors in the hall on. Yep. That someone just walked down the hall. What was I saying about Basecamp? Oh, if you're just getting too many emails, don't unsubscribe from Basecamp because then you have to look at everything. I'll just show you how to manage it here in a second. We do have various leads programs available at the company. We'll let Eric go over that here in a little bit for a few minutes. We give everybody a smartphone app. Did everybody receive your smartphone app information? Anyone not receive it? It might be an email. Derek, get some.
I'm sure you probably sent it, but.
Okay. If you look through your emails and don't get it, let me know. And your smartphone app should, when you install it, should have your name on it when you open it up. If it doesn't have your name, just need to fix it. Okay? Yes.
I can walk through it too as well if they need help with it.
And there's a section here we'll go over a little bit more. TC department is what over Denise and Heather work in. And you can hire optional. It's a fee-based service, but you can hire the transaction coordinator to help with your files. And I'll let you talk about that here in a few minutes. There's some free social media help. A lot of people don't do anything in what's it called? Facebook and other things. We have a free service we can offer where we're actually putting activity on your business page. But if you want to pay a little bit of money, then we can do some other things with it. We'll go over that again in a few minutes. We'll show you a free personal IDX enabled website that you can have. We provide to you. It's through Commissions Inc. If you go buy it on your own, it's $1,000 a month. You have it for free here. It's comparable to Boomtown or what's the other ones it's comparable to? Right? Boomtown or Tiger Leads.
Tiger Leads.
Yeah, it's all comparable to that. We have every week we have multiple classes, usually they're CE you can tap into. There's a drip email campaign if you want to stay in touch with your clients. Derek also oversees a drip email product that's internal to the house here. So if you want to just stay in touch with clients, it's not industry specific, just hey, this happy St. Patrick's Day, that kind of thing. It's a way to stay in touch with your clients. But that's available to you as well for free. There's discounts on cell phones, things for e-purchasing, thank you. I want to say e-commission.
I know.
There's also Cloud CMA. Anyone here use Cloud CMA? You can get it through us for only, it works out to be $16.75 per month instead of $30 per month. It's discounted through more realty. And then per agent websites, if you want a per agent website, anyone who uses those. Anyone here use one for yourself per agent? Okay. It's an option. It's $60 to go out on your own. We have a discount through them you can tap into if you want to use it. But you have a free one you can use too, so that we provide you. Just moving on. Vicki already talked about broker room. Everybody's really kind of busy today for bringing them in as we can. Derek, you all met Derek. If you know anyone who might want to join the company, no more, he's the right guy, just to refer him to Derek. Basecamp. I'm going to touch on Basecamp for just a couple minutes. So, how many are going to the web to get to Basecamp? Anyone logging on via the internet, or do you have it installed on your computer?
How many do you have emails? I haven't installed it.
Okay. So here's what it looks like either way, whether it's installed or not installed. Okay. Here's how you know the difference. If you go to the internet and log in on the internet, obviously that's web-based. You're going to see a little icon up in this corner. Looks like this little mountain down here. It's kind of hard to see, but you see that? If you click on that icon, it'll say download desktop version. You install the desktop version, log in, and you never have to log in again. Okay? So you never have to go to the web to try and in emails, you have to click an email to go log in to respond or anything. You're just now real time online. And that one can save you some time. The other thing that will save you some time, if you go to your picture, and yes, that's my picture. Change your notification settings. If you want to turn the emails off, just unselect that box, and you will not get any more emails. I don't get any emails. I get too many as it is. She loves emails. Well, she chooses to receive them. I choose not to.
I just want to know what's going on.
The problem is if you respond if you go to the email and reply to a post, now all of your email signature stuff and everybody's name shows up in the post too. So instead of saying yes I'll do that, you have yes I'll do that plus about this much more junk. So it's best never to reply to the email. If you're in the email and you want to do it that way, there's a button that says reply via Basecamp. Click that, and all that other stuff doesn't come through. Personally, I turn off emails and I just get the notification. So do you mind sending me a ping, Eric? You did? Okay. So you see I just got a notification up here. Eric just sent me a ping, and I can reply back to Eric. There's going to be other stuff on there. So our whole thread.
I created a new one, so that way.
Okay. Hi, thanks for attending the new class today. I'll say, what class? So now Eric just got a ping, right? Keep in mind, pings are private. None of you saw that message between Eric and I. If you want to communicate privately with somebody about anything, go to ping. And the way you go to ping is just simply click on ping. And I can create a new one. Start a private chat with, I'll start one with Phil since he's right here. Phil Shamlou. Ping him. I'm going to say, what's up? And now Phil just got that. And now if Phil applies that ping, no one else will see that. And all of you within the whole company have the ability to communicate with each other like that, privately. The other way to communicate is through messengers. So up in the hey, when you see a hey, that's a public communication. And here someone said, here's just the reminder about the meeting. So you'll get that because you're subscribed to it. If I want to send a message out to the entire company, I click on More Realty HQ, select message board, new message, and whatever I do here will go out to the entire company. So
All those
don't,
little circles on the bottom are all.
yeah, that's everybody that's going to get it.
So even you have unsubscribed to email, you still get it?
You'll get a notification up at the top. You won't get the email anymore, but you'll get a little beep.
Okay.
Like, for example, hi everyone. This is just have a great day. Keep in mind, just like any other subject line, if you type your whole message up here, it's going to come in these huge letters in the post. So just make a subject title, and the body of it is everything else. And you can drag in photos. Let's see if I go to image. You can drag in things like if I want to send that out. So I can pick a category. I can say, I'm actually going to send this. I can say something to heartbeat or whatever, price improvement or whatever, and then I can just say, I can save it as a draft, or if I actually post this message, you all will now get that. The whole company just got that. Okay? I just want to show you the dangers of posting on messaging.
Yeah.
And now David Hasselhoff is now everywhere. So when you see when you see these in the hey, and if I go to any one of these like this, and I reply here, keep in mind, everybody down here is going to get them. So if you want to keep it communication private, or does it need to be sent to everybody? Hey, I need someone to hold an open house. You can reply ping privately and say, I got it, I'll do it for you. So the whole company doesn't keep getting these notices. I find where people get a little irritated is if they have the email turned on, because it's a lot of communication. However, our response to, I get too many emails, is I'd rather you over communicate than not communicate enough. Because too many companies don't have enough going on within them. And I'm okay with a little bit too much rather than not enough. Does that make sense? Just manage the frequency by going again. Where do you go? Go here, notification settings, and at least turn the emails off. There's other things you can do with it if you're prone to or have the wherewithal to look through these things. I want the pop-ups on, so when I get something comes in, I get a pop-up that says you got a message. Show the number of item threads, so that just means these up here. So here's the hey. Mark all this red. But I can also say leave it on no matter what, or I can manage when the time frames I'm not going to get anything. Okay. I don't want anybody more. So you're going to say something?
The nice thing about that one, if you check the bottom box, it says catch me up if anything happens after hours. You set your work hours. The next morning, you'll get a summary email of everything that happened on Basecamp. Yeah. So if you want that one email a day that just lists everything so you don't miss anything, that's what I recommend. It's just setting some work hours there and getting that summary every morning.
Yep, that's an option for you. Me, personally, how Paul does it is I don't manage the time. I want to know what's going on, but I don't have the emails. So I kind of get everything real time. And I can choose what to ignore and what to respond to. And I can let those numbers up and those notifications up here stack up as long as I want before I ever look at it. Second thing you can do is you can download the app on your phone, basecamp.com, get the app, has the same icon, log in, and you can actually respond to pings and things like that right on your phone too. You might want to turn the notifications off at night, because sometimes if some crazy Asian is up at 2 in the morning doing work and sends a ping or a message, my phone will go off because I've set my phone that way. So might have to manage that at night. So, make sense? The other thing that's on here under the home, for right now everything is under More HQ. Because we've grown into other states more significantly now, we're going to probably bring them down here and have Washington communication stuff, Oregon communication things, and Hawaii and things like that, so we don't get everything from everybody. And then you'd go there for messages and things. And the nice thing, another thing we can do in here is under docs, links, and info. So you kind of get a thread here of what everybody's done. So my apologies in advance for playing around, but under docs, links, and info, I get get questions all the time. Where's broker instructions? Well, it's right here. Broker instructions. You just click on it, and you can download a version for yourself. We have had people, can you make a fillable version for this, the Adobe version? The problem when we've done that in the past is about 3/4 of them will work, another quarter won't, so it never is truly fillable, right, by everybody. There's always people that fall through the cracks, and it's not by intent, it's just technology, right? If you have a Mac, it's always a fillable PDF. Mac's PDF program allows you to add to any PDF it's built into your program. You can also, there's also several free versions of PDF editors that you can download and get for the Windows-based computers. I don't know what the names anymore. But this is just a PDF. It's not created as a fillable PDF, but this is one. Here where you find escrow instructions, for example. Under docs, link, and info, we have common clauses that you can cut and paste for certain things. Like here's an escalation clause. Here's extend close date, offer except after expiration, and we just kind of keep adding to that library of clauses you can cut and paste over. There's loan programs. There's our E&O insurance proof. If you need that for any kind of programs you're working on. All the logos, branding, and guidelines are in here. So here's our color codes, color palettes, and under here are all the logos, and you can just again click on.
So I had difficulty with sending logos to my website. So which one of these?
It depends on your website. That's why I put the file type at the end. This is the JPEG, PNG, and there's a PDF version because those that know Illustrator, PDF
The
matters.
circular one with the MR, like these.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find those. I mean, I download them, but when I send it over, wanted to upload it to their website, it says there's error.
I'd have to sit down with you, and again, that's one of those things where every computer and every website has little different nuances. I couldn't possibly answer that for you without seeing it. However, what you can do, if I open this up, I can actually come to these three things, and I can send this to somebody. So if you want to send it to a web developer or somebody, you just click on that.
Oh, okay.
And let's see, is there a way to send to somebody
You have
external?
to create a public link.
Oh, that's right. So here's what you do. I said that wrong. Thanks, Eric. You'll go here, create a public link, generate a public link for that, and then I copy to my clipboard, and I can send them. I can paste that in an email and say, here's a link to the logo. Get it yourself. It might be user friendly. So help on logos and things, it's a one-off. There's no, so reach out, stop by, or reach out, or whatever. There's an answer. I just don't know how to answer it without looking at it. Again, there's just a lot of information here. So sometimes if you're looking for something, it's probably down in here. Related to the company. Oh yeah, thank you very much. So there's this little find button right here. If you're ever looking for something, you click on that, and I can filter what I'm looking for, or I can just say TC, and everything related to TC is going to pop up that's in the Basecamp. So if I want to hire the TC department, I click on that, and now I've put on there, right? When you open up your Basecamp, you're going to have these two things up here, and you're going to have a couple others like Oregon or Washington, or hire the TC department. But you can hire the TC department by clicking on that, and I took these other things off so they weren't confusing. Part of the downside of this program is it allows other people to kind of make some changes that I don't want them to. For example, we don't want the message board on this one. We don't need the schedule on this one. So I keep turning those off, but someone keeps turning them back on out there because they think it's relevant. That's all we want there. But if you click on here, here's a list of what they do. Here's some websites we push everything to through List Hub. And here's how you hire them. You just click on this link, hire a listing through the closing. It takes you to a link to fill out, and you hired them. Okay, so in Basecamp is where the links to that is. And I know I'm going fast. You don't need to learn it now. Give me a high level overview, remember. But on the home screen, you only see a few things. I have a lot. Now, if you want to use this for your own purposes, own projects, you can. You just click on plus, and you can create your own project. You can create.
Well, that's teams. There's projects, don't we?
a team. You can create a team project, or you just create your own project, personal project for things. Like if you want to track a listing on your own, or whatever it is. I have some of my daughter's stuff in here. This is my daughter's information. So I track her things in here. And so, but no one sees that but me. So if you create it on your own, you decide who you want part of that.
Where do you go to get that?
Right here. Project.
New.
New.
Oh, okay.
Hit new. I can label it new project. Whatever. Now I got a new project. I'm just gonna say, there you go. When I open it, I can have all of these on here, and I'll say, do you want some help setting it up? And I can add people. Now you got a calendar and all these other things for your own project.
Or if you're co-listing with another agent, you want to have the same information or way to communicate, you can create a project and add both of you to that. And no one else would have access but the two of you.
Yeah. Now if I want to remove this project, I just delete it. Put it in the trash. Anyway, anything else on Basecamp? Those are kind of really the high level and hit on the key things.
Schedule.
Oh, thank you, schedule. Yeah, one more thing. Yeah, go ahead. You had a question?
Just to clarify, so projects private and team.
Anything, all of these are private unless you invite them to them. Pings are private as well, but if you create a project or a team, you can create any project or a team project for yourself. Only people who will be able to see that is who you invite.
So if you see the little circles on there, those are the people that are part of each of those projects. So there's different people on each thing. So if you invite someone, then their picture or initials will show up. Or if then that way, if it's just your picture, then you're the only one that can see it.
Yep.
We have no access to your guys' Basecamp, so if you put private things in there, we wouldn't be
So
able to see
you
it.
invite within the.
Yep, and you can invite external people sometimes too.
Oh.
You just enter the email address. Yeah, Chris.
Is there a vendor list in Basecamp somewhere?
So thank you for bringing that up. So here's the thing about vendor lists is vendor lists are so liquid, and we have had someone sit down and try and manage a spreadsheet over time and kind of share that. And then people ask the same question: who's a good painter? Okay, did you look at the vendor list? Well, no. Do we have one? I mean, it's always this struggle. But here's what you can do. You want to find plumber. I got to spell it right. Oh, my glasses on. Sorry. Oh, look at that. So everything related to plumber will pop up. Need plumber ASAP, need to repair it, and you can go read through these and say, okay, who recommended a plumber? Try best price plumbing. So instead of having a spreadsheet to try and redirect everybody to and try and create this project, what we always tell people is say, look, if you're sharing and requesting vendors in Basecamp, you can go look for your own by simply going find. If I need an electrician, type dang it, I should have taken them off. There you go. Reliable HVAC, need electrician needed in Gresham, and you can kind of sort through these and see, you know, who. There's another one of my little kids. That's the wrong one. But if I go back to, find for electrician, think about it, everything related to electrician will be on there. So here's a good guy he recommended. Here's who someone else recommended. And that's probably going to be easier than, that's a lot easier than just managing a vendor list. It's all on here. If you have a vendor you want to recommend, you can actually do that by simply going to, and you don't have a project, you had a good experience with a vendor, message More Realty HQ, message board, message, great electrician. Had a great experience with this guy. Feel free to give him a call whenever you want. And you just post it. Then everybody gets notified of that, but it also becomes searchable. Make sense?
Well, and I was just going to say it's actually better this way because if we had a list, you don't know who recommended that person. At least this way you can see the people and actually call them and say, well, what did you like about them? Or ask them questions of what they do or whatever you want. But at least you can tell who the agent is that has recommended them.
And well-intended agents have come on board and say, here's my vendor list. And it's literally 700 people on the list of different varying vendors and things of all kinds. And it's now just a project. Right? So we just prefer to kind of, hey, if you got somebody you want to recommend or looking for someone, just do it here. It becomes searchable for all. Does that make sense? Good question though, Chris. Under More HQ schedule, there were all the classes are listed too that are coming up. So there's all the meetings and classes out through July that are on the books right now.
So if you want to go to today's class, you can see the video.
Yeah, so go to today's
Are you
class.
videotaping this right now?
Yes.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, and if you go to, like, if you
There it
missed
is,
a
it's
sales
planned.
meeting on a Tuesday that you wanted to go back and see, you can go back and there's a link in there that you can click on and see the video of the class.
So I can't do this. I tried. I can't. But yeah, all of our I don't know what you just said because I was freaked out for a second. But all of our meetings are videotaped typically. We didn't videotape the live one yesterday because I didn't know how to run this and we weren't here. But if you can't make it to class, you usually get a base camp notification that says meeting starting. Click here to watch, and so you can watch it from your home and that. Because they're really good meetings. I think they're great, formative.
Yeah.
We're not doing rah-rah spoon bah very much. We're talking about here's how the job works, here's how to keep safe, and here's some ideas about getting leads and things like that. It's pretty important, relevant stuff, I feel.
But if it's a CE class and you're not in the building, you will not get a credit for it.
Correct. Yeah, they don't give the credit, but you can still watch. Anything else on Basecamp? Anything else on Basecamp?
Are the videos kept in a certain place? So like
I
if
don't
you
know.
miss
Under the schedule.
Yeah,
Under
so
click on
schedule.
the day,
You have to
like
go
a
to the
Tuesday.
schedule.
It'll
the
stay.
day that it happens, you
Yeah.
have to actually know.
For
the
example,
date.
back in the schedule, I go back to this Tuesday the 14th.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that'll be there or not because I'm not sure if that one was recorded. Yeah, here it is. The recording of that class, and if you click on it.
So if you click on YouTube, there is a channel. We don't publish all of them publicly, but some of them do show up public. So if you click on YouTube, they get uploaded to the same channel. Some of them we don't want anybody in the whole World Wide Web to be able to see, so you have to have the link to see them. Some of them.
I don't think I'm hooking up to the sound here, but so yes, we archive them. You just go for the date. So again, we've tried Google Groups, we've tried Facebook, we've tried it all. For whatever reason, this program, we had no idea what the level of engagement would be, but it's like 100 times higher than anything else we've ever tried.
I think it's because it's kind of like Facebook in a way.
Yeah.
People are used to that.
Clean too, right?
Yeah.
It's relatively clean. Okay, back to my little slide here. So the census everybody's time. We're over Basecamp. What's next here? Skyslope. Again, we will come back later to Skyslope at the end because that will take a little bit longer for those that have questions. And DigiSign's part of that. Skyslope file review, as we talked about, that's where, and we can show you that. We don't really need to show you that, but when you submit a paperwork into Skyslope, it'll say in review, and if it needs attention, it'll come back after Becca primarily gets to it. It'll have needs attention, and it'll say what we're looking for, what might be missing. Please don't take file review personal. Too many people do take it personal, like, well, I didn't. It's like, no, we're just talking to you. We're just trying to understand what's going on here so we can log it correctly, just in case. And if we're missing some things, we'll say, hey, we're missing signatures on page 4 of the listing and documents, or the initials, please get that. Just don't take it personal. Just like, oh, whoops, and just go get it. Okay. The other thing, and Denise will show you this later, in comments in the transaction, if you need to respond and communicate, just make a note. Hey, I didn't get it. There was no disclosures because of this, or there was no pre-approval because we changed it, no inspection because, or whatever. Just communicate. That's our ability to talk back and forth. What it doesn't do is tell us when you've entered a note. The only time it comes back in front of us to see is when you upload something new, and she'll show you how to do that. So we do our best. It has some flaws in the system that but we do our best. But just know everything we do with file review is really in the best interest of you and the client. We're not just being jerks. It's not. we're really trying to just make the files complete and compliant. Okay. Agent marketing we'll go over later too, but part of what we give you here is access to unlimited property websites for your listings, and other squeeze pages and other things you can do with your listings, and personal websites and things like that. So there's this whole other product sponsored by Cross Country Mortgage, who happens to be 2 people in this room. They're in our building with us. Cross Country Mortgage, and do a great job. There's no requirement to use them, but they're in the building and they sponsor a couple of tools. One of them is agent marketing for us. But that's a great product you have access to, and it's free to you. Thanks to Cross Country Mortgage.
And they're on the phone now too.
And they're on the phone now too. You want to go over this, Eric? Or do you want to just hit on it?
Just hit on it.
Okay, so again, you are all given free property website or free websites through More Realty. There are some people who like to create their own, who like to customize everything, and you're certainly free to do that. But if you want, I have my glasses on, I still can't type. PaulKnighton.com, which is what's that?
Is everybody watching?
I know, I'm freaked out. You see up here it says PaulKnighton.com with my phone number. Every one of you can have a website just like this. The great news is this is a very robust back-end rich website that can engage with your clients. If you've never heard of Commissions Inc., they're one of the front runners of this technology now. And I think Fidelity owns them. Fidelity just bought them out. They also bought SkySlope apparently. We're all going to be owned by Fidelity here soon. So that's a great thing. And it's IDX enabled. All we need from you is a ping and we will turn it on for you. The downside is you can't customize anything. It's a company account that we're paying for. We're giving to our access to our agents. So you can't customize it. This is going to be what it looks like. I personally don't get so hung up on, I just want somewhere for people to go and what they get there. The people are going to work with me are my people, the people that know me typically, right? So just go to my website and for all they know, this is all customized and I put together. But if you have a custom website that you want to put together and you want to add in some of your own stuff, that's totally fine. Just know that this is available to you and for free, okay? How many here have your own domain name? Everybody have your own domain name? Like PaulKnighton.com is my domain name. Anyone, if you don't have one, it's $9 a year. Highly recommend you get one. And sometimes you get even less if you, and through Google it's $12 a year and privacy included. Where GoDaddy might be $18 per year with privacy included. Google is 12, privacy included. And the value of having your own domain name is no matter what website you use, no matter what company you work for, that is always going, people still go to PaulKnighton.com, no matter what website I'm going to, they only need to remember one thing, PaulKnighton.com. And what I choose to do with PaulKnighton.com is up to me, right? I also have a domain called More Listings, which I had to pay a little money for that one because it's a pretty good domain name. And I have More Listings go to the same place. It goes right to my domain. So you have multiple domains, projects or whatever, things like that going to your website. And I just send everything to here for me. Okay? Oh, yeah, sure. What else do you want me to tell them about this, Eric?
So we also have the fully customized version through Agent Marketing. So if you want to go to agentyoung.com, it's fine. Yeah. So agentyoung.com.
So I have to be careful because you never know where a misspelled domain name is going to take you.
So this is a Agent Marketing website. Fully customized. I can change the pictures out. I can do anything I want on those. But if you go to search homes, it brings me over to the home search, which is search Northwest Home Listings.
And that's out of the Commissions Inc. thing.
It's out of the Commissions Inc.
Look familiar?
And I actually customized it so it went to just the home search page. You can actually get more granular than that. You could have it start Lake Oswego homes. If you wanted to focus on Lake Oswego homes, you could make a search button that goes to Lake Oswego homes only. And so it's a lot of customization. So we don't want to get hung up on it. If you want to do it though, it's available to you and there's lots of tools to do that absolutely for free. The biggest part is getting your own domain name.
Yeah, that's not free, but it's also so cheap. You go to Google or GoDaddy and search Phil Shamloo home for philshamloohomes.com or philshamloo.com. Well, you don't search Phil Shamloo. You know what I mean? Search whatever you like to get, and it'll tell you if it's available. You just buy it. It's so easy to get your own domain. And once you own it, within a few minutes, you can point it to whatever you have. So great point, Eric, through Agent Marketing, which is free, which we'll go over later. You have the ability to create unlimited sites like this, or there's several templates. This is what Eric put together. And so if I want to get a domain that said Lake Oswego area homes by Paul.com, I could get that and I could point it to, I could create a special page for that. And when they search for homes, it goes to Lake Oswego homes. You can literally get that granular with this if you want. The big thing is get a domain at a minimum. We had an agent this week. He's a fun agent. Really like the guy, but he's been at this for years. Never had his own, never did even a website. I'm like, serious? I mean, come on, can I help you here? And he goes, I don't know how to do it. I said, okay, go to Google. And he got a domain name that was perfect for him. And ping Eric. And I pinged Eric and got the information for the Commissions Inc. thing, and within a few minutes had him up and running with his website. That's, I mean, if you would have gone and bought on his own, it would have been thousands of dollars to do. So if you don't have a website, we have several options for you. Okay?
Can I just say one thing, if they click on the search homes and they go into that sync part of it and they search and they sign up for an account, then you're gonna get the leads.
It's registered to Eric Young. It goes to his sync site. Okay? And I can go out of this area too. If I want to go to 97116, I'm not limited to what he's showing me. I can go search for the area. So it's fully enabled. Okay? And if you want the basic sites like this, just send a ping, a private ping to Eric Young, and he'll send you your credentials back. Okay? Yeah.
So with this website, then lead registers, the emails and all those are already predetermined. That
There are some predetermined emails. I'll let you talk about that really quick. He says when a lead
we
registers,
cannot customize any of them.
Oh no, you have full customization.
Of the emails that
Yep.
goes.
there are some standard ones that kind of there for you, but you can fully customize that and you can engage with. And not to, again, just to, I don't want to get too crazy here, but I wanted to show you what your back end starts looking like. Where is it? Why isn't it pulling in? Oh. It's not the right one, I don't think. Is it? Okay. This is the back end that you have. You will only see the leads registered or assigned to you. But this is the back end. You can manage all your leads. You can create contacts. You can create communications. So I had someone register at my site a couple days ago. Let's see if he's right at the top here. Amanda Carter. And I can go see what property she's viewed. Here's a communication between her and I. I sent her a quick email. It has a phone number that's bogus, obviously, but it'll vet those and her email address. And I attempted contact, but there's certain, and I can send her a text from here. You can set up automatic text messages, automatic things. Your smartphone app that goes along with this website that you can interface with your clients. So there's so much technology here. It can be like filling a teacup with a fire hose. It just kind of blows it away. It's not the intent of today. But high level, don't worry if you want help on any of this. Help is available. Okay? Fair enough, Eric? Okay. Back to our little slide here. Where was I? Leads programs, you want to just do the quick commercial on that, Eric?
Yeah, so we have a lot of different lead programs. We are one of the preferred brokerages with Zillow, so we actually have a free program that doesn't cost anything up front, and we actually provide overflow Zillow leads. So they're limited based on overflow volume, but we're one of the brokerages that can sign up for that. So if you want information about how to do no cost upfront Zillow leads, there is a referral fee at closing, and that's how Zillow basically pays for that program. So we also have OpCity. I don't know if any of you guys have used OpCity before. They do a lot of Realtor.com overflow leads. That's another service you can sign up for through us as the brokerage level we manage. The other thing too is we have obviously the Commissions Inc. website that is generating new leads every month through paid advertising, and we have an ability to basically give you access to those new leads as they come in. For a $60 monthly fee, you get access to this pond of new leads that give you ability to call people and basically set up home searches and hopefully gather some clients out of them. And that's $60 a month. There's a referral fee at closing when you close those.
Criteria to be able
It's a
to
criteria.
do
Yep, you need to know what you're doing. So, yep.
Or be willing to learn how to do it.
So the opportunity is basically to help just boost your business a little bit. It's certainly not intended to be your only source of leads. There's certainly lots of other things you can do though with the tools we provide to generate some of your own leads.
Okay. You want more information? More information will be coming for you or available to you. All right. Smartphone app on your home, or you should when you joined up, you signed up, you did get an email from Derek with a smartphone app. I think I can do screen share here, right? I can share my screen.
Paul, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Is this class, because I know you're going to have these classes like once a month, is this something where, because I work with a couple agents and I'd love to see them come to more, but could I invite them just to see this?
You can invite any meeting we have here. We have our Tuesday meetings. This is like really for people who've already joined, but they can come here just knowing that it's really not tailored to someone
Right.
here
Well,
yet.
I just want them to see everything
Yeah,
that's
it's fine.
here, you
It's
know?
totally fine.
Okay.
And we're almost full, as you can see here now. If we have too many, we do it out there. So there's plenty of room. Let's see. I don't know how to do it on my 10 here. Can you share yours?
You want me to share mine? Or you just
How
want me to share
do I
mine?
get the share button?
You just pull down from the upper left.
Got a new phone, so
Pull down to the side. And then
Oh,
you
I got a new phone. I didn't know how to. Okay. And the code is 87. Yes, I use my glasses. It can be very embarrassing the things I do without my glasses. So here's what the smartphone app looks like. See, there's the Basecamp app right here. I'm pointing at my phone. So you can see what I'm doing. Here's the Basecamp app. And if you open that, just so you can see what it looks like, you can interface with that. And if I want to go send a new ping, I can do it right here. I can find a person. Let's see, Chris, Angelo. Next, I just say Chris. So I can do it all from my phone. It's my plan. The smartphone app right here. More homes. Design that myself. Isn't that kind of cool? If you tap on that, this is a smartphone app we give you, and any leads that register there are yours. You can give this out to any of your clients you want. It makes you look really high tech. You have your own app, but your name should be out the top when you open it or install it. And if it's not, we just need to correct it. Nice couple, just a couple features on it. Closest homes. I just tapped on closest homes. And from wherever you are, if you have location notifications enabled, location services enabled, it'll tell you the closest home to where I'm standing. So I've been out with clients in front of a home. They say, "What's the status of this one?" I go, "Closest homes." I say, "Well, it's pending." Or here's the photos of the inside. Do you want to go see it? And I can turn it. I don't know if they'll do it on the screen or not. Once it opens, but it'll load the photos and scroll.
They're lined up.
I don't know if on this it was. Anyway, you get the point. I'm not going to wait for it. Any questions on that?
I'm going to show them how to share it.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. That's probably really good. So down here where it says share. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's take that back. Go back to your home screen. From the home screen, share this app. Tap on that, and I can text it to somebody. I can email it. I can put it on Facebook or Twitter. So if I want to text it to somebody, I simply enter their phone number, and this is the text they will get. They tap on the link and install your app. And when they open that app, guess whose name they see on the app? Your name. Along with this, you do get a web page and a QR code. So you can actually send people to a smartphone website, download my app here page, and they can install your app from there too. And so you can share a link to that page or this link on your Facebook, social media. Hey, I just got a smartphone app. Download it. Let me know what you think. And search for your next home there. It just gives you one more tool to market yourself.
Well, in that first share that he was going to point at, he was actually in a property, and you can share that property from there too. If you want to share some with your client, you see it come up and share it with them on their phone.
So back in the app, there's a way that you can actually see who's been using your app as well. You just got to make sure that your app is installed correctly. So go to the triple lines up to the left. So you go all the way down. Engage portal. So now it kind of gives you a rundown of who has been, what different activities been happening and who's been actually using your app.
So it's a fully functional app for you. I can turn on the ring notifications because we just got cameras refreshed, so I'm getting a lot of notifications I normally don't get. So be aware when you walk around here, you're on camera. Okay, Eric, I cannot find this turn off.
Upper right, pull down. No, the very top. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. If you didn't get your smartphone app, let us know, and we'll just reset it because it gets created for you as part of the boarding process. TC department, you want to give the quick commercial? Huh?
You're not showing.
Oh, I need to go back and share.
You don't want to see the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can.
So Denise will talk a little bit more about the TC department, but that's what they oversee and do. And basically, you have an assistant. You have someone helping on your transactions. This is my pitch on the TC department. When's the last time you saw a doctor answering his own phone or typing a file? How does a doctor's office make money? From the licensed people going room to room seeing people. don't make any money creating a file. They don't make any money answering a phone. The doctor's money is earned each time you open that door, right? You're licensed. Where do you earn your money? Do you earn your money loading a file into SkySlope? Not at all. It's about staying focused on income producing activity, right? So what we do in the TC department is take off your shoulders a lot of non-income producing activity. That's what the purpose of it is there is for. It's optional. At closing, there's a $100 fee at closing for a transaction, right? It's built into that, so you're not paying the TC fee plus. It's not you're getting not being double hit. So, but for me, it's a huge time saver, and that's what it should be seen at. And for those that are used to controlling everything, if you can learn how to let go of some control, like entering, do you make any money data entering in MLS? Not a nickel. Do you make money going to trying on a listing appointment? That's income producing activity. Do you make more money calling the next lead? That's where you make your money. So just that's what this is about, is giving you an opportunity to focus on income producing activity. And the fees are, you want to hit it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I just want you to know that Heather and I've been a TC for about 6 years, so I've seen a lot of files. I've probably closed a lot more than some of you have. Not trying to brag, but I'm just saying that I've touched a lot of files. So the best thing about that is you have someone else looking at your paperwork before we even put it in SkySlope. If there's things missing and we can't control and we need to get it in there, and for compliance reasons, we'll put it in there. But we communicate with Becca about, it's out getting a signature or something like that, just so that we get the timestamp in there. But we charge for a listing. We charge $99 up front, and the reason we do the upfront fee is because we are doing activity for you before you even get it active. And what we'll do is you can give us a call, or if you have a listing appointment, and you're not sure if you're going to get it, but you want help with that, you can call us or email us, give us the address of the property. We'll create all the paperwork for you, the listing paperwork, including the contract, the disclosed limited agency, the property disclosures. Then we can send it to you in a PDF, and you can print it out and take it with you to your appointment, or you can swing by here. We can put it into a nice folder for you, print it out for you, and you pick it up and take it to your appointment. Once it's all signed and ready to go, then you just send an email back to us with all the property, or what you'll want to do is go to the link in Basecamp and hire us. And what we'll do is we do listing to close. That was a confusing because one of the agents thought we had to pay for both. But on the listing side, we'll take it from beginning to end, and it's $99 up front and then $300 at closing, and it includes the $100 transaction fee in that, so you don't have to pay that extra. We market the property for listings. We create a property website. We create a flyer for you. We order the sign. We put a home warranty on there for you, so that you can get seller's coverage on that.
MLS data entry.
We do all the entry, and that's how we do for the MLS, is when we get the paperwork ready for you. We always look and see if it's been listed before, get information from that, try to fill out the listing contract as best we can. Then it's up to you to sit down with your client and go through and mark the changes on there, and then when you send us that, we will go into the RMLS and put the added things that have been changed or anything. And then we also order photos if you want us to. In the TC order form, it'll ask you certain questions about what you want. How much do you want us to help you? Do you want us to order the sign? Do you have a sign person that you prefer? We use the same sign company for most of them as General Sign Company. There are certain areas that they don't go, so if that comes into play, then we can help you get another sign company. And then we also have a couple agents here that will do photos for you. One of them is Rick Talbot. He does them for $80 if they're in his area, and he doesn't do drone work or anything like that, but he does all the photos, and if you want to see what they look like, we have a book in our office too. He does a really nice job, and the great thing about that is he's an agent, so you don't have to be there if you don't want to. He has his RMLS key, and the sellers will know who's in their house, and he obviously knows what kind of photos to take for the listing. And then on the buyer side, it's $50 up front, because we actually create the SkySlope account for you. We add you to it. We have access in the RMLS to everybody's account, so we can create your listing in the RMLS, and it still shows up in your account. And then we'll take it all the way through close. Once you get an offer, for the listing side, if you get an offer, then you send it to us once it's all signed and done negotiating. then we will open escrow for you. We send out a timeline so everybody knows what's going on. And then you just keep sending us paperwork throughout the whole transaction. We will type addendums for you, but it's up to you to send us the verbiage that you want on the addendum. We'll prepare it for you. We can send it out for signature. We have our own DigiSign account, so we'll send it out on your behalf. And usually when we do that, we'll let the client know that, let's say Paul has asked me to send this document to you for signature. If you have any questions, please call Paul. We always push it back to the agent because we're not involved in the transaction and the negotiation. So like I tell the agents, if you send us paperwork and it doesn't make sense to us, then there's a problem, and obviously it's not going to make sense to the principal broker too. So we just want to make sure that we have it. And so we're looking through the whole thing, trying to make sure that you have everything that you need to be done. And if there's at the end, before we close, we'll go through and chase signatures and get all of the stuff that we need to, so that everything's ready to go when your check comes in, because agents stuff get mad if they don't get paid on time. So that's part of our deal. And so if a lot of agents have hired us for when they go on vacation because they don't want to have to look in it every time or something like that, or there's still activity going on their transaction when they're
I will
not
say
there.
this is not a replacement for a licensed person if you go on vacation.
Yes.
If you go on vacation for a couple weeks and you need a licensed person to help work that out, because you can always have the TC and make sure everything's tight.
And we're not a personal assistant. And what I mean by that is there are time frames. Like, we can't have you send us a listing contract an hour before you want it to go active and expect us to be able to drop everything, because we
That does
do.
happen.
Yes, it does happen quite often. But so just be aware. We also don't work on weekends. So if you have something that you need done on the weekend, that's kind of up to you. You send us the paperwork on Monday. We'll get it all taken care of. You don't have to put it in SkySlope unless you want to. But for signatures and stuff like that, if we're not available on the weekend, Heather tends to answer some things, but we are dealing with a lot of files, so we need to have a break. And I know that you do your things on the weekend, and because I've had agents say, well, that must be nice, you have weekends off, but we're not getting the big checks. So so if you have any questions, you can contact me and send me an email or ping me, or however you want to, if you have questions about the TC department. We have had, Marv, you use the TC department. How do you like it?
Great. The follow-up at the end of the buyer's in transaction, there's a charge, like 50 upfront, and then
Yeah, there's a buy side.
Yeah, on the buy side, so it's $50 up front and then $250 at closing.
Yeah,
And if it
yeah.
doesn't close, if your listing gets canceled, you don't owe us any more
Yeah,
money.
that's what
And if your transaction doesn't go through, you don't owe us any more money. It's just for the upfront work that we're doing to prepare.
so on the purchase side. On the purchase side, the $100 transaction be included.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the final fee you'll pay. Like that, when the check comes in, the final fee you pay on a buy side is $250, and that includes $100. And on a listing, it'll be $300, and that includes $100.
Yeah.
Do we need to use DigiSign for this, because I have an account of DocSign through end of the year?
You can use that for your own purposes, but they don't have access to yours. So for
Yeah.
their efforts, they use the DigiSign.
Well, and be aware, we don't have access to your DigiSign. So I've had agents say, well, go in my DigiSign and get it out. Well, I don't have access.
SkySlope doesn't allow us
just-
to see your stuff.
Yeah, so that, just so you know that, if you ever have to use your digital signature for something personal, then no one has access to that.
We do have agents who have their own DocuSign account. Feel free to use that as you want, but we have our own account we use for
Yeah. And you'll see when I do the SkySlope training, if you're able to stay, the great thing about DigiSign is it's integrated in SkySlope. I used to use DocuSign, and it's just, it's more steps to get to the same place. So
What was you were going to ask
So
a
if
question?
we need to send an addendum to a client, so can you guys send on our behalf, or do we need to?
Yeah.
So
They just need to know what you want to say. We have had some people say, literally, email comes in, would you send an email, would you put a repair addendum together for items 4, 8, and 9 in the inspection report?
we're
That does
not
not
mind
work.
readers.
Yeah,
Just so
we're
you know, we
and
cannot read
we're
minds.
not
We
part
don't
of
want
the
to read minds.
transaction, right? You as an agent, you're the licensed one. You need to make sure that, hey, would you please put a repair addendum that says this, and then just state what you want it to say. And so it's basically something we can cut and paste, or at least they can review with a PV and say, is this enough? And that's the other thing that'll happen too, is if there's goofy things that come across or verbiage that's kind of off, we're all around each other, so the TC will reach across the hall or in the same room and say, hey, is this okay? kind of fix things right up front when you have them. So yes, we will do that, but you just need to tell us what you want to say. We can't interpret, because that makes it go back and forth 8 or 9 times.
Yeah.
So that's all. Yeah.
Maybe just send us stuff right away.
You get it? Okay, all right. Other questions on TC stuff? Social media help, I already said what we have. If you want help on social media, if you don't have a business Facebook page and you want to have a public presence on Facebook, we can help you for free on some things.
You want to show me which page? Or you don't?
I don't have a login. I'm not a
He's
Facebook.
not a Facebook guy.
I'll try.
So Heather is the one that does the social media. If you want more social media than just your
I'll
Facebook,
try.
then she will do it for a fee, and she can do it in other like Twitter or other LinkedIn, that kind of thing, and put content on there. She'll start adding more content and stuff like that. So
Let's see if this works. Oh, okay. What do I do here?
Just go to your Facebook business page. The one on the right, third one down.
right here. No,
This?
Yeah.
I get a Facebook. This is the only time I ever get on Facebook. I'm just
We
not
want
a
to go to his
Facebook.
personal business page. So the third one down on the right.
Oh, that's the more
On
realty
here?
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, that works. Perfect.
Okay. This is the free help you will get. Okay. Go ahead, Eric.
Well, she'll put content on there. We put our listings from our company will show up on there. And then it's not always all listings. Clearly, right here, here's an article that you can link out to. But it's just activity, and that's what you want, because people will be like, oh, here's the house. They might see, and that kind of thing. Be aware that if a person goes to your page and they sign up to look at the property and it takes them to a place to sign up, make sure that you let them know to put your name on there, just so that we know who it's coming from.
Heather does this free, or
This is the free version, but it's good.
So this is not the free version. You have the enhanced version.
Oh, I have the enhanced version.
So the free version is we will post 2 times a week for you with industry news, and every listing with More Realty will get posted onto your Facebook business page. It does not have individual lead capture on those pages, so that is where you would want to pay the $300 a year to get individual lead capture. So that's the enhancement. The other enhancement is individual lead capture and daily blog posts from Keeping Current Matters is what the $300 a year gets you. So
all this activity on mine is the $300 a year
yeah.
version.
And he also has individual lead capture. So if you notice when
So if I click
anybody
on this
clicks on
link,
that property, it's going to bring him to his subdomain.
My website. See?
Whereas if you have the basic version, they'll still bring them to the property. We just don't know what Facebook page it came from. So if they do log in and don't reference you, we will just assign it to the pool of leads. Yeah.
Yeah. The upside, there's a lot of people who don't do anything on Facebook, and the last post was 2 years ago. There's also a lot of realtors.
That was you.
That was me. No, that was like 8 years ago. The other thing is a lot of realtors don't have business pages. They just have individual pages. You can do them separate. So we can help you get that set up. And you can get a free version, just get some activity going so it looks like you're alive, right? Now, if you want to improve that and enhance it some more and have some more activity, some more things going on, you can either do it yourself, that's fine. There's other third-party companies who will do that, but sometimes they're like $300 a month to do some of that stuff. For $300 a year, we will increase the level of engagement on your Facebook stuff. And do we include other stuff, other social media with it?
So yeah, then they can post to Twitter or
at that point we'll post to Twitter and things like that as well.
If they want to do that.
So free version, at least you're doing something, right? But you can make a choice to increase it if you want to do something more with it. But that's what it looks like. This is and yes, that's my picture.
Yeah.
That's actually
Couple
about
years
10 years ago. Yeah. And this beard's a new thing for me too, just for those that are wondering. I haven't had a beard, but not even a year now. Okay. We're actually almost done. Free video. Oh, every one of you, if you haven't received it yet, you will receive your free video. It looks like this. I won't play the whole thing. I don't know why my sound's not. Let me go back to my system preferences.
You could post it on social media or send it to your clients just to get in touch with them and let them know that you've moved to a new company.
So this guy Roy here, he posted this on Facebook. He said he had an incredible amount of views, and he got 2 listing appointments out of it.
Oh, wow.
Just by putting this video out there, he changed companies. So you had a good experience with either this or the app, Melissa.
It was the phone app.
It was
The
the
phone app. She posted it on
My
Facebook,
Facebook.
and you got something out of that too,
I
right?
ended up getting 2 clients
So it's about, so back to social media, it's about being on it. We're giving you some things to be on it with. If you want some help with it, there's a free version and another one, but you all, if you have not received it yet, you do have a video coming your way if you haven't received it yet. Okay? It's just something we give you when you join. Cloud CMA, I talked about. Cloud CMA is just what it says, it's a CMA program. It's integrated into the RMLS. You can do RPR free out of the RMLS. You click on the RPR button. You can create a free CMA there. There are people out there who like Cloud CMA. So we have a Cloud CMA discount through More Realty. We've created that. There's like 50 people at the company who use that. It's an annual contract. We pay annually to get the discount. And the contract year is February to February, basically, end of February. So we prorate it. So if someone today wanted to use our Cloud CMA discount, it's going to be $16.75 times June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, times 8. And then at the end of February next year, we will say, do you want to renew? And then you pay for the year at that time. We do that because we pay for the year. We're not going to pay for the year, which others are paying for the year too. We've been down that path where we got Cloud CMA the first year because we had 20 people say, yeah, I'll take that. Okay, sign the contract for the year, and 3 signed up. So now we were just paying for Cloud CMA for nothing. So one of the reasons why we can offer all this value and give you a lot of your commissions, we're just a little bit, we're not going to pay for it unless it's covered or, you know what I mean? And so Cloud CMA is like that. If you want it, you're paying for the year. But it's available if you want it. Just want to shout out a couple of vendors. Marispec Home Inspection, they're not here. They've been with us for a long time, done a great job. If you need a home inspector, they're here all the time. Chicago Title, Ken Mitchell here all the time. We don't get anything out of those relationships. Like Freedom Home Warranty, we don't get anything out of these. We just want to shout out to some people who've done a great job helping us. You guys want to just introduce yourself really quick? You're in the building, so I'll make you aware so you can know where to go. This is Ryan and Lori.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ryan Long. I'm one of the senior loan officers with Cross Country Mortgage. And this is Lori Manley. She's one of our awesome loan officers. There's a total of 4 loan officers here just down the hallway. We also have our team kind of backing us up, just like you have your transaction coordinators here. But just want to tell you a little bit about Cross Country. So we are a nationwide lender. So anybody licensed out of just Oregon? Okay.
Washington.
So I'm individually licensed in Washington and California, so if we can definitely help you there. But if you have clients outside of the Northwest, we can also help you there. What we specialize in kind of sets us apart from most lenders is we have our fast track approval process. So basically, what that is a client comes to us, we get them completely, fully underwritten before they go out and make an offer on their house. So what that does to help you when you're making your offers, to make that stronger offer so that you're more likely to get it accepted, is that they're going to be fully approved, and then afterwards it can close in as little as 10 days. So it really speeds up the process, cuts out a lot of that stress for everybody throughout that process there. And so who wants to close more loans or close more deals this year? Raise your hand.
Of course. Raise your hand.
Right. Okay. So that's what we're here to do. We are here to help you close more business. And so we are open anytime. Come over and talk to us, and we'd love to learn more about you, and basically how we can help you set up a game plan to close more business. That's
one of the resources they offer is last night at a home buyer seminar. You can bring your home buyers to. We didn't have anyone show up last night, kind of the inaugural thing. But once a month, there's a home buyer seminar you can bring your buyers to learn about the loan process and everything. So things like that they do to help. There's no MSA in place.
Right.
They're attending the building. We work really good together, and we've had 4 lenders in here since we've been here. We couldn't get the other 3 lenders to attend a meeting. I don't know why. We're right here. We're 200 strong. You want to come down the hall? I'm afraid. I'm like, okay, whatever. But we just have a really good relationship with this lender that's in the building, habitating here with us too. So there's no money exchanging hands or nothing like that. So it's just we wanted to provide people that do a good job.
For the first-time home buyers, that will be on the schedule. So if you want to watch the schedule, that class will be posted there so that you know when that's coming up, and you can let your buyers know. There'll be a registration link, so you can register you and your client for the class.
There's also a class being this Tuesday for the what's your rate? Eric's doing that
Yeah.
one. It's going to be a really good one because we get asked that question so many times a day. I mean, that's the first thing everybody wants to know. What's your interest rate? It's like, well, there's a lot more that goes into it. And if you come to Eric's deal and it says CE,
Yes,
right,
yes. Every
yeah.
week we have our 10 o'clock meeting for the office. We always had it. Always. We started in here with 4 people, and now we're like 70 or whatever shows up out there now. But we and that's oftentimes a CE class. But right after that, we continue on with a mortgage-centric CE class too. So it's good information, whether CE or not. So, but it's always available every week.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet
Lastly,
you
I just
all.
want to point out, we do, I don't know if anyone needs some material, but I just want to show you what's available if you want to buy it. This is obviously an open house sign. Without the name and number, they're $50. With the name and number, it's another 10. So these are nice wooden screen print signs if you want. We have blank signs, $20. If you want to put vinyl on it, they're $10 to add your name and number to it. So that's the name and number would be on it. But these are the aluminum. I mean, they're pretty stout. They have a tendency to scratch a little bit. We have another one we're going to be bringing in that doesn't scratch, but it's not quite as strong. So we have some other options. But that's the price of the signs. We have open directionals. This is $10 just for the directional. You want to add some verbiage to it, like your name and number, it's another $10. So 20 with both, and it includes the atrium and all that. You want a custom sign? We can create about anything you want. Coming soon is probably the most popular right now for some of that stuff, but that's $10 for that sign with the whatever verbiage on it you want. Lastly, as you're on your way out, we have a little bag for you guys with some stuff in it. And there's just some things from some vendors, and you've got a little thing you can use for open house drawings. A little lock on it. Probably a name for that. I don't know what it is. And then there's a business card holder, so if you want to, or a pamphlet holder, so you can put your cards and pamphlets if you want for whatever reason. And here's just another business card holder. You can put whatever verbiage, whatever printout you want in there. So just some things for you as you head out. If you just tell Chris you didn't get your bag yet, she'll go grab one and hand it to you. So just something. This was another celebration we did last week for getting 300. So, but we have some that we're able to give to you. So if you didn't get one, just tell Chris. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Thank you for being at More Realty. Appreciate it. We know you probably have questions ongoing. Just reach out. I forgot to mention, principal broker related questions. The quickest way, oftentimes, is email to ORPB, Oregon PB, ORPB@morerealty.com. That goes to 4 people that look at it and will respond to it. Okay. WAPB is for Washington related questions for those that are in Washington. Goes to Eric, basically. But if you want a place to kind of reach multiple PBs at once to try and get a question answered, that's one way. You can always reach out via text or phone call to any of us as well too. We really want to respond and get your answers as quick as possible. And there's no dumb question. Trust me. We want. What's that, Chris?
I said, and you guys do too. On weekends, I've sent out questions on the weekend and got phone calls back. So
thank you. Yep,
call,
we try.
Call directly to them. So now you're on the hook.
Yeah.
I get to call everybody on the weekend.
Well, there's 4 of us. So. Any questions?
I do.
Yes.
So there's a tremendous amount of information here, and I want to maximize that to the greatest extent. So who do I get? How do I really get into this without really hassling about it to a lot of people?
Great question. Which part?
Yeah.
So categorically, then whatever interest I have, somebody will direct me.
Like all the SkySlope and marketing interfacing. SkySlope, best talk to the TC department.
Okay.
If you have questions about the LEADS program or the Sync website, it's Eric. So it kind of depends what you have. I mean, there's not a singular person to go for all of it.
Okay. So for me, it's Facebook, and then it's just generating leads.
We'll probably hook up with Eric about that.
Okay.
Right.
Did you get an email from me that welcomed you to more with a check-off list of the corporate team? And it should have had a list of all the programs we have available as well.
Okay.
And
So
so
that tells you
look
who
at that
to
email and it
contact for
tells you
what.
who to contact for what program.
Okay. I think I just took everything and put it into a file.
No worries.
Go back and read the email. I'll probably answer that question for you.
And also on the tools is what we offer. Every Thursday we try to talk about a tool. So watch those if you want to know about a certain tool, just keep watching the schedule and then you'll know which one. And we train more in depth on the tools on Thursdays. this is just one day that we don't do it on because of the new agent orientation, but the rest of the Thursdays. we
Next
always do
Thursday, by
class.
the way, Nancy mentioned that, we did obtain a license to do manufactured home in park. So we can do in-park transactions, but it's a different license, different kind of stuff, different deal, different comp plan, and different requirements. So you just can't go run off and do it. You need to get some training, and there's actually a little bit of paperwork you gotta sign to go do that. So next Thursday, we're gonna do, if you have an interest in doing in-park transactions where you're not selling the land, you're just selling the structure, you know that's a different deal, right? You're basically a car dealer at that point. So it's not real estate. It's a different license entirely. It's personal property, yeah. So we're gonna have some training next week on that if you ever want to be involved in that. But there's different comp plans.
And that will be on base camp today.
What's that?
The schedule.
Next Thursday, yeah.
Next Thursday. It'll
Yeah,
be on the schedule from base camp.
And we're one of the few companies that has that license because it's just kind of, because it is different, right? A lot of people don't want to mess with it. But yeah, Denise is right. Every week we go over a tool and training. If you want some one-on-one time, you can always just ping one of us and just say, hey, who do I talk to about this? And we'll direct you. So it just depends on your question. Who, if you get a 5-minute break, who wants to stay to learn a little bit more about SkySlope or agent marketing? Who's going to stay?
I like to learn about integration between SkySlope and ZipForm.
So we'll go over that. Yeah, so she's gonna show you how to go to ARM list and ZipForms and SkySlope. So raise your hand if you're gonna stay. If you're not, we're gonna just end and go. But if you're going to stay, Denise will stay and go over. It's not a requirement. We just want to we're available. So 3 or 4 of you. Okay, good. So let's take a 5-10 minute and come back in here, and Denise will Heather will take off of that. Okay. And don't forget to ask if you want a bag. Just tell Chris you want a bag, and she'll get it for you. Thank you. Nice to meet all of you. Nice to meet you, Bill. Nice to meet you.